Hey everybody, I've had a few people who are really interested in my garage organization, so I thought I'd just take you and show you around my garage and some of the things that I do to help keep myself organized in my workspace. People are like, how do you stay so organized? But you know, it just comes naturally because I'm such an organized person. But you know, these are things that you can learn to do. I find it's really handy to keep things like electrical connectors close to where you're going to need them. So I just put them on top of my power supply here, and I keep little bits of fiberglass insulation on them just to remind me that those are insulated connectors. Here's my bolt organization. I made these bins out of some old pallets. Sorry, chap. I've labeled each bin using a Sharpie for the size of bolt that's in there. And then I put those bolts in those bins, so when I need, you know, a 3/8 bolt, I've got a good rusty one right here. Shit. You know, a good rule for organization is accessibility. So I like to put things that I might need one day conveniently on the floor here. So this is where I keep my relays and micro switches here. And then here are some other toggle switches and joysticks. And then this pile is my stepper motors and timing motors and servo motors. You know, just when I need them, I can just walk in here and look and go, okay, I have 7 volt, I don't know what it is, but I know it's there, you know, so when I need it, I just walk in here, I pick it up, I'm ready to go. Some people like to put their grinder on a stand. I just keep mine on a toolbox on the floor so that when I need it, I can just put it wherever is convenient for me to work on it. Years of working in the garage has taught me that it's important to keep like tools together. So when you're working on a job, you're not digging through all your drawers. So that's why in this drawer I keep my reamers, punches, staplers, valve spring compressors, wood chisels, staplers, baling wire, and scissors all in one place. So that, you know, when I'm working on building a fence inside my car out of stainless steel, I've got what I need all right here. And here's another great example. This is where I keep my wood planes, motor reamers, small screwdriver bits, broken chalk lines, and hypodermic needles. So I want to talk a bit more about categorization. And I find that it makes sense to categorize things by their consistency and their dispensation method. Here's things that spray, here's things that kind of go glug, here's things that kill things, here's kind of oily things, and here's more oily things, and here's things you have to unscrew the lid off of with pliers, and down here are things you have to bust open with a screwdriver. Bricks. So another great organization technique, don't waste flat spaces. If you've got a flat space, that's a place you can put things. And the cool thing about flat spaces is they multiply. So on top of these boxes, I had a flat space, so I put a flat thing, and I put another flat thing on top of that, and then I put a bunch of stuff on top of that isn't flat, but I think I've used the space to the best of my ability. So here's another example of putting flat things on top of flat things, and I think I've done a pretty good job of keeping these organized and neat. Another great organization technique is, if you want to, you know, keep a space clean, it's a good idea to put lots of heavy things in front of that space so that you can't actually get inside there and make a mess of it. Another really handy tip, toolboxes come with a top box that's got a lid that I don't think they're meant to be closed, so I just block mine up with stuff and then fill it full of things that I use frequently. You know, things like utensil holders and clamps and dustpans and these things. So something else to remember about making your organized workspace is that it's important to have easy access to all of your tools. So I keep my miter saw here located in a convenient spot where I only have to climb over this one thing here just to get to it. And then, once I've tucked myself in here, I can pull the saw away from the wall, and then I can sit on the seat of the quad and turn this, and it just misses me, and I can very safely lean over and make a cut. Uh-oh, a flat space is a wasted space. I should deal with that right away. Oh, what have I done? There we go, no space wasted. I find that tall tools store well together, so I keep my weed whackers and wood lathes and rakes and Pulaskis all in one spot here, where I can lean them up and prevent me from accessing those drawers behind them and filling them with junk. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this informative tour of my garage, and I hope you got some awesome techniques to help you keep your own garage space organized.